As an introvert, you have a secret superpower. And no, it's not just finding the best hiding spot at parties. The advantage I'm talking about could make you a YouTube star. Now, how do I know this? Because I'm the world's biggest introvert. Seriously, here's what goes on in my head during any social interaction. Notice my social battery depleting faster than Google's user base. But in all seriousness, 3 years ago, I saw the writing on the wall. Blogging was becoming less popular as a way to reach customers, to grow an audience, to market. People just weren't reading anymore, and I needed to figure out a way to grow my businesses. Meanwhile, I did some research and found out that YouTube adoption grows 10% year on year. Everyone consumes content on YouTube these days, myself included. So I set off on a mission to create one video per week until I figured this whole YouTube thing out. Later on in this video, we'll see how that 3-year effort panned out. However, there's a common misconception that only extroverts can do YouTube. The high school quarterback, the prom king, the alpha with the gift of the gab. The guys that seem to dominate social situations with effortless conversation. The reason that extroverts appear to have effortless conversation is because they speak quickly. They hear something and they respond almost instantly. As an introvert, you like to take your time and think before you speak. You don't speak that much, but when you do, you'll often hear, "Bro, you don't talk that much," but when you do, counts. This is why you're meant for YouTube. In videos like I'm doing right now, talking head videos, there's 2 ways to go about it. The first is bullet pointing. Let's say you want to make a video about how to build a website. You write a bullet point outline for your video, and as you're filming, you review these bullets and then freestyle, speaking your top of mind thoughts about each section. This is not for you. You're not best on the fly. You want to fully script your videos. Word for word, you want to fully map out your content. By doing this, you'll be way better at giving the YouTube algorithm and your viewers exactly what they want. Storytelling, engaging hooks, entertainment, and most importantly, concise, well-delivered information. We'll get into all these things that make a great YouTube script soon. But first, let me explain why scripting works so well for an introvert. You're already a master at thinking before you speak. You do it every freaking day of your life. Use this to your advantage. And yes, I'm an introvert too, and I stutter a billion times when I film. But with simple editing, all that goes away, and what you end up with is a polished video like the one you're watching now. In this video, you're gonna learn the secrets of the YouTube algorithm that I acquired by making over 500 videos, and how to leverage your introvert personality to get an unfair advantage at YouTube. But before that, I wanna let you know that my video agency, Epic Video, has a sale going on until the end of the month. Use coupon code Diggity20 to get 20% off any of our products, including blog to video conversions, explainer videos, review videos, and video ad creatives. Now back to the video. All right, let's start to break down how the YouTube algorithm really works. What I'm about to teach you wasn't all self-discovered. I have an unfair advantage myself being close with Nick Nimmin, the dude with the biggest YouTube channel on the planet that helps people with YouTube, and Stan Leloup, France's biggest marketing YouTuber. By the way, both are giga introverts. YouTube's algorithm has one golden rule: keep people watching. This is also where your introverted skill set starts to shine. It's simple when you think about it. If most people watch your video, then it's a pretty good sign that they liked it. So YouTube is like, let's get this masterpiece of content in front of more people. You get retention statistics for each video in YouTube Studio. This is one of my better videos, performing with the average person completing 48.9% of the video. The x-axis is the time point in the video. The y-axis is how many people made it to that point. Basically, you want this line as high as possible. Anytime there's a peak, that means you did something that people liked, so do more of that. Anytime you see a drop off like this, you want to do less of that. I'll teach you what those things are right now. I want you to get freaking married to the idea of hooks. Hooks are attention-grabbing statements that encourage your viewer to continue watching your video. The first hook is actually created with your title and thumbnail. The title of this YouTube video is How to Start YouTube as an Introvert. Yes, there's a billion videos on YouTube on how to start a YouTube channel, but for introverts, that's a bit weird. I mean, in front of a camera is the most unlikely place that I'd expect an introvert to want to be. This is worth clicking on to find out. And the thumb shows an arrow pointing to me with the word introvert, implying that you'd be learning this from a bona fide introvert. Also implying that it's more authentic because I've gone through this journey. Is this hook good enough? You tell me, you clicked on this video. Now what I'm about to tell you is something I had wrong for years. And once I changed this, I started getting way better retention rates and results on YouTube. In fact, I don't think I'd be at 160,000 subscribers unless I'd made this change. I used to think that in order to get people to watch the whole video, the idea was to deliver on the promise of the hook at the end of the video. Makes sense, right? For example, in this video, I built a website with 100% AI content. Here's what happened. The hook is clearly what happened. Did it work or did it not? I thought it was best to tell them at the end. It's not, and here's why. Because we live in a world of instant satisfaction and high dopamine, all thanks to social media, Instagram, TikTok, and whatever other digital crack people are smoking these days. People are impatient, and if you don't give them their dopamine quick, they're gone. That's why you pay off the hook right away. And then immediately after that, you drop in new hooks that make them want to stay glued in even longer. If you want to get meta, let me show you how I did it in this video. All right, title had a hook, YouTube for introverts, we get it. But then right away, as an introvert, you have a secret superpower. The advantage I'm talking about could make you a YouTube star. That was the hook. Introverts can actually be better at YouTube. The intrigue level is growing. And then I started dropping more hooks than an Alex Pereira fight, all encouraging you to stay to watch more. First here. Later on in this video, we'll see how that 3-year effort panned out. And then here. In this video, you're gonna learn
it works every time.
But hooks aren't the only strategy you use for retention. There's also storytelling. By the way, here's a quick word from the sponsor of this video, Search Intelligence.
This campaign got us big links in websites such as Lifehacker, Wales Online, Daily Record, and about 20 other news websites. Let me show you how we've done it. We knew that people will be flying a lot this summer, and we knew that journalists will be writing about this topic a lot. So, on behalf of our client, we put together a nice guide about how to fall asleep on the plane. Then we use Muckrack to find journalists who write about travel. Then we put our advice in a nice email and send the tips to the journalists. Within just a few days, the links started landing, securing our client natural placements in really big websites, just like this, and this. This is a great example about how you can leverage seasonal trends to earn links to a website. Anticipate what journalists want to write about at all times and give them the stories that they need. They will reward you with some great, juicy links. I hope this is helpful.
Now back to the video. Humans are storytelling machines. We learn best through story because our emotions and curiosity are kindled. In the introduction section of your videos, make sure to connect your content to a personal story, such as, but in all seriousness, 3 years ago, I saw the writing on the wall. So I set off on a mission to create 1 video per week until I figured this whole YouTube thing out. Next, I hope I don't sound like Captain Obvious here. The best way to keep people on your videos is with quality information. Ultimately, you want your viewers to learn. And sometimes it's just not enough to say, guys, trust me, do X, Y, and Z, and this will happen for you. Which is why you should always try to back up your claims with data and success stories. Now, this next tip is the one that new YouTubers fail on the most. At the end of the day, YouTube is a platform designed for entertainment. It was built off the backs of prank videos, fail videos, and the hard work of millions of cats. The biggest channels are all entertainment or entertainment adjacent. Remember that always. In the beginning of this video, I dropped in a joke about Google losing the asset of their user base. Could I have done that on the fly if I were just freestyling? Maybe, but why leave it up to chance? This is where scripting shines. Next, I want to address an introvert's biggest fear and concern. All right, you got the whole script all written and planned out. Now, how in God's name do you actually film it and make it sound smooth? It's actually the easiest part of the whole process. Here's my script on my iPad. I read a line, memorize it, and then speak that line to the camera, just like I did right now. And then in post, editing stitches the whole thing together, removes all my stutters and mispronunciations, and makes me sound like an actual competent human. Here's a sample of the bloopers it took to make this video. Blogging was becoming less popular as a way... I needed... Do I study a... I can't even say this. Earlier, I told you I'd let you know how this whole YouTube introvert game plan played out. Fast forward to now, I got my introverted ass 100,000 subscribers silver play button and have one of the biggest channels in my industry, search engine optimization. In the meantime, I built 8 successful businesses, and by far the biggest source of their growth has been YouTube. Speaking of which, if you need help with video creation, make sure to use coupon code MATT20 at Epic Video before the end of the month. And subscribe for more videos just like this one.